is that strength, I'm sorry, his concern is that speed could be compromised because of the weight gain. What do you say to that?
I definitely agree. I'm from the old school trainers and fudge. We never lifted weights and so forth because weights did stiffen you up and make you a little bit slower. It was good for the heavyweights sometimes, typically inside fighting and so forth, but the smaller guys, speed was much more important than strength at that time. But I think the game has changed quite a bit. And he's going in there with a big puncher, and he is very solid. I mean, if you catch him on the mitts and so forth, he hits really hard. He is a very good puncher. Triple G is a very good puncher.
Okay.
And he needed, I think, to lift his game a little bit and be as big a puncher. I mean, he does have that knockout punch, and I don't think the weight is going to slow him down that much to eliminate that. I think he's going to be okay. But again, old school, I wouldn't have put him in the weight program. Maybe in the middle somewhere.
A little story about Freddie Roach, by the way, who was already, I believe, suffering.
Chip belt made up for this one. Best part is you get to draft a new team each week. And saying, well, Kurt Schilling's not here, or Colin Cowherd's not here. What?
The Packers, another option on the other side of Clay Matthews that can get to the quarterback from each side of the defense. Now, what does that mean? It's the secondary that has probably benefited the most, and that secondary is going to look a lot different to the Atlanta Falcons, because if you remember, Lisa, in that NFC Championship game last year, their number one cornerback was Ladarius Gunter, guy who wore number 36. Well, Gunter was released yesterday after having almost no role in the secondary this preseason. It just goes to show you how different their cornerbacks are. One thing to keep an eye on is you're going to hear the word nitro.
You learned after week 1?
That preseason is a privilege. I'm looking at the teams that struggled in week 1, and it just takes me right back to what we saw in the preseason. The Giants, they struggled. We saw all the pieces, even with Odell on the field, my guy Brandon Marshall, Sterling Shepard, they struggled to get going. The first 2 preseason games, the Giants did not score a TD. Eli Manning did not throw a TD in the preseason. So I was paying attention to what they were doing, and it seems like what happened in the preseason spilled over into the regular season. They're going to need to fit.
Max, I don't even think Max remembers telling me this. This was years ago before we connected here on First Take, Max. You talk.
In a pack that's very good, by the way, and doing some extraordinary things. And we didn't even talk about Baker.
No.
My goodness.
That's an extraordinary performance.
10-0 in true road games, guys.
Ooh.